Good morning. How are we all? Awake, a few people. Give me a cheer if you are out later than 3 a.m. Louder, come on. Yeah, good. This is something I never thought I'd have to do. This is not going to be umbraCoffee with Marcin and Callum. And in fact, I think we need to change the pictures as a result, because Marcin, he's not here. He had a lot of fun last night, and he's only just woken up. But the show must go on. We're going to have a bit of fun anyway. Just before we go live, I've said this to a few people who've come and seen the other umbraCoffees. For the people at home watching, we need to make this as good for them as it's going to be for you. So every time you clap, make sure it's as loud as it possibly can be. Like, you know, take the roof off. I know you're all hungover, but it will be worth it, trust me. We're going to get a few guests up. We're going to talk with people who've been at Codegarden. We really want to make this about you. So if you've never been on umbraCoffee before, would like to come and chat with us, come up on the stage. We'll open the floor at some point, and yeah, we'd love to have a chat with you. Yeah, without further ado, let's play the intro, and I'll tell you when to give us a big round of applause, please. Good morning, Codegarden. So good to be here. Friday, the final part of Codegarden. Have you enjoyed it so far? Yeah. I know I have. So good to be back in person. So good to see so many beautiful people here. And Kim. Yeah, it's great to be back. Of course, I just said to the audience here, but Marcin is missing. Marcin had way too much fun last night, and he, for the first time ever, is not going to make it here. He may show up at some point. Instead, I'm going to welcome a new co-host, because why not? Let's change it up. Let's give a round of applause for Lottie, people. Lottie is one of my most reliable friends. You can call on her at any time, even last minute.
I just wanted a comfortable seat.
They're much better than those, aren't they?
And just don't call me Marcin.
No, absolutely not. We're going to pretend...
I did see him last night quite late, and he did look very happy.
I saw this morning a picture on Twitter of some people drinking in the sun, which I think says enough about how last night went for a few.
When I was leaving the pub at a certain time in the morning that I won't say because my mum might be watching, people were turning up to the pub. Mm-hmm. And yeah, impressive.
Very good. Well, thank you for filling in. It's lovely to have you. We're going to get some guests on, I think. And who better to start with than the big man himself? I think Kim. Let's invite Kim onto the stage. There's enough space for you to lie down if you want.
You chose Callum over me, Kim.
Thank goodness Kim doesn't have that kilt on now.
I didn't dance with Callum yesterday.
No, you're right. I did enjoy our dance, Kim. I'm just sorry I kept trying to lead.
So, Kim, first Codegarden in a very long time. First Codegarden since a lot of change at HQ as well. Obviously, we've had 9 and 10, the Montero acquisition, a load of updates to cloud. It's been an exciting couple of years. How have you found the event?
Fantastic. To use only one word, above our expectations and above our hopes for this event. Clearly, the lack of in-person events made us uncertain as to how many would participate and where from. Would it still be attractive? Things have changed. But I'm happy to say that we are above the numbers we have had in 19. So that's just perfect. And I think from the very get-going at the pre-party at headquarters, there was this friendly vibe that we love and we like, and it was there instantaneously. I mean, so super, and thanks to everyone coming and everyone involved, talks and so on and so forth. It's not us making the event a success, not umbraCoffee headquarters, but it's all of us, participants, speakers, HQers, and so on and so forth. So all can take pride in making this a successful event.
Fantastic. And I have to say, I know we're not allowed to speak about what goes on Thursday night, but I will say what a fantastic job Lottie and Runa did yesterday, keeping some of that community spirit you mentioned alive throughout the evening.
Indeed, couldn't have had any better hosts. Again, I have been reaching out to both HQers, but also community members, and asked them for involvement into to Codegarden, and everyone has just said yes. Of course we want to do it. Of course we want to help, and it's just a pleasure. And I took upon me to be responsible or organize the dinner. And as a matter of fact, I didn't do much other than asking Lottie and a couple of other people to what we should do, and then they made that happen. So
it was
let's give
so
Lottie a round of
much
applause.
fun.
Come on.
I think when I first came out and looking out over the sea of faces, expectant, just not knowing what was going to happen, and having a fit of giggles is something that I just won't forget. And Rena standing there kind of, you're meant to be saying something. And I was just giggling. I was so happy because it's such a lovely sight. And it was so nice hearing everyone cheer and their bemused faces. Is it 5 or is it 7? It was wonderful. It was really, really fun. Thank you for asking, Kim. It was a great evening. But we don't talk about it.
No, can't talk about it.
Don't
No.
talk about it.
Well, thank you, Kim. I've certainly enjoyed my time here. Cannot wait to be back next year, of course. Yeah, let's give Kim a round of applause.
thank you. You are beautiful.
All righty. So we're actually going to do something a bit different now, a bit of fun. I know that people have been sitting down a lot, been talking a lot. You've maybe been exercising certain muscles, but not your whole body. So I'm going to make everyone stand up. I'm sorry. Stand up. Come on. And if you're watching at home, you can follow along too. Please, stand up. So, you can put the microphone down. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a couple of stretches first to get ourselves limbered up. Let's start with some lunges. You can go side to side, because I know you're in rows here. So, if we do one to the left. 3 stretches. Yep. Yeah, and then one to the right as well. And then we're going to go up. Fantastic. And, oh, actually, what I'd like you to do, if you could reach into your pocket and like grab your phone or something. I want to see all the screens lighting up in the audience so I can see what you're up to. Hold it in the air. Fantastic. Okay. Now, you're going to go to YouTube. And you're going to subscribe to umbraCoffee. We need another 215 subscribers to hit 1,000 by the end of Codegarden. And Arnold's locking all the doors right now. None of you are leaving until we hit that. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to umbraCoffee on YouTube. We promise it'll be worth it. We go live every Friday. We talk about all things umbraco. Thank you, David. Amazing. Let's get some next guests on. Let's get some first-timers. I think that's a nice idea. Would you like to come up? And come on, Give me a couple of first timers. No hack, yes. Anyone else? Come on. A couple of people. Yeah, good job. Take a seat. We love hearing about people's first timer experiences. Maybe introduce yourself, tell us a bit about your background, how your Codegarden experience has been, and then we can, yeah, share with the audience.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the voice, because of too many drinks again. I suppose I'm still a bit drunk, but I had a great time. You know, I wasn't expecting this, honestly. Like, I know you guys, like, you always talk about Codegarden, how great it is. And this was, yeah, my first Codegarden. And I genuinely enjoyed it. Like, good. I think such a great organization. So I would like to thank to umbraCo HQ, you know, community members, and all the people who have been serving us here. You know, like, they have done a fantastic job. You know, I think they are like, they haven't been very visible, but we know that, you know, we have had a great service here. So thanks so much. And and finally, I would like to thank Marcin for the great one.
Also, no hack, of course, you were awarded as an MVP this year, which is a huge accolade. Well done.
Thanks so much.
You've certainly been more and more active in the community over the past year or so. On Twitter, I see you're always engaging. You're always like a champion for the community, which is fantastic. I'm not in Discord, as many people know, but I'm sure you're very active there.
I just want to say to, you know, like, everybody, like, you know, it's really a fantastic community. And, you know, you don't need invitation to be part of it. Just, you know, go for it. And actually, like, one of the umbraCo events, umbraCo Spark, that actually, like, led me to, you know, like get involved more. And, you know, just, you know, get involved. And Twitter is amazing to, you know, like, share your ideas, share your progress. And then, you know, you learn a lot from others, you know, by doing that. Yeah.
Fantastic. You heard it here first. Events are the best place to become an MVP. Start your journey.
And remember to subscribe to umbraCoffee.
Thank you. Thank you. And like the video. Go on, introduce yourself. Tell us about you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm Menno. I work at Novaware. It's my first Codegarden. Pretty awesome. Also a little bit hungover. It was pretty great yesterday. So I'm doing a traineeship. So I did something completely different before starting, working as a developer. So I get to, you know, screw up a lot. Shout out to Jacob. He's doing all the, he gives all the trainings. At least that's the ones I got so far. It was pretty awesome. Thanks again for having me.
So you're just starting your journey with development, you say?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Amazing. And umbraCo is the first sort of framework you're working within, or have you done other things?
No, I did. I worked recruitment before this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a dangerous thing to say here, so I hope I can leave the room. But
no, we're all friendly here. We even like recruiters. That's cool. So how long have you been working with umbraCo? Sorry.
It's been 5 months now.
5 months.
Yeah.
I think you've joined at one of the most exciting times, because we've had umbraCo 9 probably for all of that time, in fact.
Well, I worked with some umbraCo 8 and 9. I've seen some 7. But,
8 is still good. 7.
Yeah, I didn't have to work with 7, so I was happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels very, very different to work with nowadays. But yeah, you're joining at a very exciting time. Of course, 10 came out yesterday. It runs everywhere now, natively, like on my Mac. I'm really happy working there. And yeah, it feels like we're moving forward at a much faster pace than we ever have. So
yeah, well, I mean, lots of exciting changes, and it's been awesome working at Novaware. So shout out to the guys over there and the people at home. Thanks for letting me fail all the time and fixing my mistakes. So.
Mistakes. I'm going to give a shout out to my colleague Joe, who did a talk yesterday at another conference. Let's not say anything. He was not there. It was remote, but about celebrating mistakes, and actually that they're only there as lessons to help you get better and improve. So there's nothing wrong with making mistakes. It's all part of becoming an awesome umbraCo developer. This is your first Codegarden, first umbraCo conference, maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic. How have you found it?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, the atmosphere, the food, the drinks, everything was very well organized. It was a blast. Yeah. definitely.
Very good. Awesome. We'll turn to you. I know this man because yesterday he saved my bacon. He had a phone charger when my phone had 1% battery and my bag was locked somewhere.
If anyone needs a charger, my bag's over there.
Tell us a bit about you.
So, hi, I'm Jack. I'm with Carbon 6 Digital. This is my first Codegarden, first umbraCo event at all. I only started just over a year ago now. First job as developer using umbraCo. So it feels like it come a long way in a year being here. Heard a lot about Codegarden in the past. It's really living up to expectations, I think, after bingo last night. I'm really having some flashbacks now, seeing that wardrobe disassembled on the side. I've not forgiven the bingo boys. Yeah, been amazing. It's, I think, like everyone says, the community's it's a really inspiring place to be. I don't think you get that from other developer communities as much. And I've already been talking to Joe and Jason just before this about meetups like locally in the UK. So yeah, I think it's just a really inspiring place to be.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So surely the fundamental question is, will you come again next year?
100% definitely, yeah.
Yes, with more people.
Paul, are you paying or?
Yes, from Paul.
Did everyone hear that?
Yeah.
It was a yes.
It's on film, so you can hold that against him.
I'll take that later. I'll subscribe for that. I'll get it.
Amazing. Well, let's give our first timers a round of applause. Yeah. So I have to remind you that you have to like and subscribe in order to leave this venue. So please. We've just hit 817, which is a big jump from where we were a minute ago, but I can see there's more of you here. Apparently, there is a Runa hiding somewhere. If he's in the venue, come to the stage. If not, someone go get him. We'd like to have a chat. Okay, maybe let's do something slightly different. Package award winners. Any in the audience? If so, come forward. We'd love to have a chat with you. There's no package award winners either, or everyone's just asleep. They're all outside as well.
But I didn't win one. Oh, hello, Per.
Hey, Bear. No? Okay. Let's try something else. Let's get Nathan on the stage. Sorry, Nathan, I'm going to torture you. And are the team from Giriraj Digital here? I said they could come on. Yes! Amazing. Give them a round of applause. We're doing handshakes. It's all very formal. Hello. So I've picked you both out because you are, well, you've come the furthest of most people here, I think. Nathan, we know you're from Australia. One of two Australians here, I think.
I know there's at least two of us. There may be more who have not surfaced, but I know there's at least two.
Fantastic. Well, it's great to see you. And I had a question. You've come all the way from India, and you've also just become gold partners. Yes. Is that right? Fantastic. Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. Did you get your little confetti shower moment?
Yeah.
Amazing. So this is your first umbraCo event and your first Codegarden?
In person first.
In person.
Yep.
How have you found it so far?
It's 11 hours flight from India, but when I arrived here, my all tiredness went away after seeing these awesome people.
Amazing. Amazing. I've seen you've been getting selfies with all the big people, Paul Seal,
Yes.
with Martin when he wasn't drunk, probably.
Maybe Kim?
You got one with Kim?
Kim.
Or you need
We
one
had
with
a
Kim?
selfie with him on a first day.
Ah, well done.
Yep.
Well done. First time in Denmark as well?
Yes.
How have you found it here? They're all very friendly. They're all very lovely.
Very friendly when we meet the former Prime Minister. He was very friendly.
Of On Tuesday, there was a gold partner dinner where the former Prime Minister of Denmark came and gave a very inspiring speech, and I saw you got a selfie with him as well. That's,
Yeah.
that's very cool. Very cool. So, of course, it's a long way for you to travel, but would you come to Codegarden again?
Yes, actually, as I have seen the Philips news that we wish to become a 2 million website by 2027. So we wish to open a community in India. So we have invited Kim and Philip just come over to India. We will have 100 people for you to sit over next to you.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, India's obviously got a huge software development market and growing as well. So it's a perfect place to kind of help umbraCo succeed in those goals.
We have a team of 40 people, and out of that, 9 people working in umbraCo 9. And yesterday we had launched V10, so our one of guys working to migrate our website in V10 today.
Already?
Yes.
Day one. Well, that's very good. I mean, I was going to say brave, but I don't think that's that brave anymore. I think people. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do now, I think.
Just a 2 steps.
Yeah, Nathan, how are you feeling about the general umbraCo world at the moment? Of course, you've been involved in the community a very long time now.
Yeah, I think a few people I've spoken to in the last few days have said the same thing, but even though we haven't been here for 3 years, there's a bit of a time warp when you arrive. It doesn't feel like we've been away for that long. You sort of fall back into that home away from home kind of feel, which is really nice. It's, the community's gone through that period of 2 interesting years and sort of picked back up where we left off in 2019.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Very cool. Do you have a highlight from the event? A favorite talk, perhaps, or a favorite moment?
I mean, other than Lottie's continual presence on the stage. Lottie told me before that she doesn't like being on the stage, but we can't seem to get rid of her. I mean, I really enjoyed the shorter format talks, being 30 minutes. I think it was cool to see people I liked seeing people having to try and fit everything in, rather than sometimes feeling like the last 10 minutes you're trying to stretch things. It was really nice to see that sort of really information-dense sessions. So I think that was a really cool change, and hopefully it's the same in future.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have a favorite session, something that you attended, or have you been mostly doing the hallway track, the networking, the talking with people?
GraphQL with Purnima and
Purnima's talk yesterday.
Scott Hanselman yesterday.
Yeah, truly fantastic.
Yes.
Truly fantastic. And I said this yesterday, of course, but I loved that the first question to Scott was not at all about the content of his talk and more about his setup, which is, very funny. Let's give Nikhil and Nathan a round of applause, please. And Seb has managed to steal Runa. Runa, come to the stage. Let's give Runa a round of applause. Hello. So nice to have you here.
It is nice to be here.
How are you?
It's been a while, at least since last night.
It's nice to be able to sit down on this stage.
Yeah. We should have thought of that before.
You're feeling okay? You didn't have too strong a night last night?
I mean, everything's relative. I thought it was a very strong night last night. But we're on full cleanup duty now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, starting to pack down the venue. And
so you're getting your rubber gloves on, duster?
Yep. The whole lot.
Amazing. Of course, you've been involved in the Codegarden experience for a long time. From Slave and Eagle is obviously an iconic moment that many will remember. You've been involved in the bingos and things before. How does this compare to previous Codegardens for you?
I mean, we did a lot of the planning for it, so it's different in that sense. Before, I've only done smaller bits, so it was fun, really fun, a lot of hard work to try and plan it all and pull it all off. But I really think it was worth it. It was so much fun being on stage yesterday and hearing the crowd, just feeling the vibe and the good mood.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good night.
It's obviously to address the elephant in the room. This is the first Codegarden without Niels, and that Thursday night was always sort of his thing. But as I said, I think you both did a very good job of keeping some spirit alive and putting your own twist on things as well. It wasn't the same as it's always been before. It was a new evolution of that.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
I mean, it wasn't the first time someone had worn a dress on the stage, but Thank you for those words, Callum. It was a lot of fun. Do you recommend releasing whilst Codegarden's going on? Will you do that again next year?
I mean, I'm of two minds, because if we have a release cadence, right? So if it says that we're going to release a Codegarden, we should release a Codegarden. But I'm also like, we really should have postponed it, because that's just extra work.
I'm very impressed that if you look on NuGet, the timestamp, it was like on the dot, like basically midnight, that it all got posted. Which they normally come out at maybe I don't know,
early in the morning.
Early in the morning, but I know Bjarke had to hit the magic button to push it all live. But I think there's nothing scary about majors now. I saw Aaron Sadler this morning tweeted that he upgraded a site in a couple of minutes, no issues at all, which is fantastic.
That's
fantastic.
one of the things I've been hearing a lot when talking to the attendees here, is that the new release cadence, both with minors, but certainly what we're beginning to do with majors as well, is it's really good. It has been a little scary while we've been talking about it for the last year, but kind of starting to see now that it is quite easy to upgrade. It's a minor major, you could say, as opposed to a major minor before, right? So it feels more like a minor was on 7 or something like that. Even easier, maybe, for sure. Some of them.
And I have to say, at least this is the public perception. Things are a lot less chaotic when it comes to releasing or around releases. I noticed the blog post came out the other day, or maybe this morning, with you've got an unboxing video there. It's you and Warren, and you're at home, so it was clearly recorded a little while ago.
Yeah, we cheated a little bit.
Yeah, you cheated, but it's prepared.
Yeah,
you're not scrambling around on the day to get something together and make something happen. Like it's well thought through, which I guess is part of your job as well, right? As a communications producer.
I'm glad it looks like that.
Yeah, that's very good. Fantastic. Well, we've spoken a lot about this past week and how that's been, but I think an important thing to discuss with Codegarden is the post-Codegarden, the coming weeks, because people leave very inspired and with lots of ideas. There's also
inspired or tired?
Well, yeah, I'll come to that. The inspired, but then there's also that kind of lull period, a Codegarden blues. I can probably safely say I've left a few Codegardens in the past feeling a bit down and depressed, because there's been so many things I've wanted to do, or like maybe depressed is the wrong word, just worn out, a bit burned out, needing some time to recover. So, any advice for people, as someone who's been coming to Codegarden for a very long time? We can ask both of you this. What are your tips for those next few weeks? How can you harness some of that inspiration that we've got, and also make sure you're looking after yourself?
Yeah, it's difficult because it is such a crazy few days. I think for me, a lot of the energy is spent on interacting with so many people, right? And it's hard. You need to take either some time off, or make sure that you have time to actually look at the ideas, or write things down, and actually process things. I think that's really important. I've tried just taking a week off straight after Codegarden before, and that doesn't really help, because
it doesn't.
Just postpones the blues, right? So no, but then again, I think it also after a couple of weeks or whatever, then it really gives a lot of positive energy, and I think it's been needed the last 3 years.
Yeah,
it's like a jolt of community vibes, and everyone needs that once in a while.
For sure. Lottie?
I definitely think there is a thing of Codegarden blues. As an extrovert, this is amazing, and I get such a buzz about being with all these people, and then the numbers just start going down, and you get on the train, and there are fewer of you, and then you get to the airplane, and then suddenly there's no one left to talk to. It's very sad. So I think maybe, Callum, will you go for a beer with me next week? Maybe that's how I'll survive.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll pay.
So it sounds like a good way of dealing with it.
It does.
But I've always failed to get enough work done before I come to Codegarden. And so when I get back, it's always straight back into the work thing. And 1 year I'm going to get all my work done first, and maybe have that holiday afterwards. Maybe give it a try.
Yeah. Well, I'm very fortunate. I'm going home to a weekend with the in-laws. So, Yeah, really looking forward to going home.
Do they watch umbraCoffee?
They don't speak English, it's fine. Oh, dear me. All right, fantastic. Thank you, Runa. It's been lovely to see you. And
You too.
high five, you rock. Alrighty. Well, Lottie mentioned just their numbers going down, and the subscriber count has not increased that much. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you'd like to create another account, please create another account. We're still a little way to go, and you cannot leave until we hit 1,000 subscribers. Marcin is obviously still missing. He's just messaged me to say he's on his way, but, you know, I think he's a bit worse for wear.
Did you tell him I was filling in for him?
I have informed
So
him.
he's now running.
I don't know. I think, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. We are going to welcome two people onto the stage who have made basically this whole thing happen. Arnold and Trina have worked their asses off to make this event possible. If you saw Arnold earlier in the week, he looked a lot less spriteful than he does today, thankfully. But let's give them a huge, huge round of applause.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, mic'd up.
Thank you. You know what?
Yeah, lie down. I'll give you a foot massage. Lovely to have both of you here.
Happy to be here.
Have you slept?
Oh, well, almost 2 hours.
I think Trina's going to have a little nap now. That's
Deserved,
good.
well deserved.
Oh, yeah, indeed it is. I mean, what an epic achievement to run the first hybrid Codegarden.
Yeah, I think that's also what people might not realize when they're here, that we're basically running 3 events at the same time as well, because we are running this in-person event. We have the paid online stream, and we have the free online stream where there are less sessions and certain timing things and all that. So that's basically happening, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I've had a little bit of a glimpse into the kind of the backstage, the goings on. There's been a lot of running around. There's been a lot of, you know, oh, this isn't working. Can someone help fix this? And
yeah, and also due to it being paid online, things have to run on time.
Yeah.
Where with previous Codegardens and things are just in person, you can be a bit more flexible with timing and starting and ending of stuff. But that needs to be a bit more strict now.
Yeah, yeah. And on the whole, for the first hybrid event, how do you think it's gone? I mean, the audience can obviously decide, but for you personally and Trina, how's it gone?
Overall, I think it's been really, really nice. I've also taken myself into actually thinking about, okay, we also need to remember that we do have an online audience and we do have an app to check, chat to check, all that. It's been actually, for me as the organizer, a bit of a challenge to have the full control of all. The venue, the audience, also the platform. It's been really nice that we have been, Arnold and I and Sarah and more people to help, because there's been a lot to control and to keep an eye on.
Mm. Yeah, indeed. So do you think we'll see, it's very early to say, of course, but we like exclusives and gossip on umbraCoffee. Do you think we will see a hybrid Codegarden next year? Will you do it again? Is there value in this? There's obviously people from all over the world that are able to attend, people who couldn't be here in person just for passport reasons and other things, but...
I think for inclusiveness, having a hybrid conference is the best thing you can do, because not everyone is able to come here for various reasons. It can be travel time, availability, money, and with an online event on the site, then, or actually at the same time, they are able to join in. And that's also why we offer a free option for those who can't pay for or are not willing to pay for it. So we reach a much broader audience than we would do it only in in-person Codegarden. And we show them some backstage cams, audience cams, and then hopefully they will be here next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was the first day when there was a show of hands of who was here for the first time. And gut feel was it was 60 or 70% of people had their hands up there saying, this is a first time thing. And that's got to be largely down to the virtual presence last year, drawing people into the community, inspiring them to get involved, but also a couple of years off. And it's great to see that happen. And I think I'd have to say as well about the the virtual element of this, it doesn't impact us as in-person attendees in any way. Like it's been very seamless. It's been a regular Codegarden, nothing different. But I had the pleasure yesterday morning of having to do some client work, and I sat in bed in my hotel with the stream on, and I was watching Mads' talk and everything on a stream from a mile away. But it was perfect. Like I still felt engaged with the event, and there was a chat, an active community there. It's really, really great to see. Great to see. So well done, both of you. I was going to say, can we actually have a big round of applause for the AV Center team? Because they've been absolutely awesome. This team, absolutely unreal. Anything that we've wanted to do has been like no trouble, really great. And even one of them recognized me from last year.
Was it a good thing, or?
Well, he said, "Oh, you're the guy with the frames in the background." I'm like, "The frames? Oh yeah." If you remember, if you've seen umbraCoffee before, I've got 2 big picture frames behind me, and they were empty for the longest time, and they've now got wonky, and it really annoys people. So I've kind of left it there to, someone recognized me from that. But yeah, as I say, truly, really smooth from a speaker's point of view, and from doing all of the crazy stuff we wanted to do with umbraCoffee. They've been a massive help. So yeah, well done. Highlights from the past few days. Is it going to be the sleeping tonight when you don't have to worry about this anymore?
Yeah, that would be nice. No, I think the highlight for me is to see everyone here happy and interacting with each other, because I think that's what we all missed, and that we made it possible for everyone here to be here, to interact, and just have a great time. And then on top, there were great sessions, but we didn't catch that many of them. But yeah, the highlight was the people and the interactions and seeing everyone just enjoying themselves so much.
Yeah. Trina?
It's more or less the same, actually. I think the energy and, just to see all of you guys enjoying being here, enjoying meeting, talking, networking. It's been really nice to see and feel the buzz here at the venue. It's been amazing.
Lovely.
It really has. Thank you. Super tack.
Super tack, yes.
And I'm going to pose the same question to both of you that I just asked Runa and Lottie about the coming weeks. Of course, as event organizers, that looks a bit different for you. You'll be digesting, getting all the feedback, still lots of suppliers to deal with and stuff.
Yes.
But what's your advice for recovering from an event like this? How do you decompress?
Sleep.
How do you make sure you look after yourself? Yeah, sleep, please.
Yeah, well, basically that. I'll drive back on Sunday, so I have all Saturday here in Odense to recover a bit and sleep, yeah. But that's the thing, and I might take a Monday and Tuesday off, and then we'll see.
Yeah. Trina?
Well, you mentioned it yourself. I still have some work to do afterwards, evaluation, feedback, also with suppliers, speakers, colleagues. But yeah, then I'm going to take some time off and just relax for a bit, think about nothing else, not work. And and then we also have a US conference to think of.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
Well, we can hint a bit.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm allowed to say either. So for people that don't know, there was a US festival that has happened for a few years. It's had a few years off as well through various reasons, but HQ are effectively taking that over or helping out with the community to make that happen. US is obviously a big focus for umbraco, and it's an area that you want to grow a lot in. So a part of the HQ events team's role is going to be to organize Codegarden and the US. Is it going to be called US Festival?
It will be called differently, but you will find out soon.
Oh. Okay. That's
Including
exciting.
the date, you will find out soon.
There's a date set as well, right?
Yeah, there's a date set. Yeah.
But we're not allowed to say that.
No, let's not say it.
Fine.
Let's keep it a bit secret for now.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Don't want any more axes in the post. That's, okay.
Oh, look who's arrived. I get to hand the mantle over.
Hang on. Right. So Martin has just showed up for those that
the last
can't
5
see.
minutes.
You definitely watching.
Come on, Martin.
Martin, come on. Give him a round of applause.
just in time, right?
I think we can
How
have
are you
the,
guys?
oh, it's been fixed, fantastic. We crossed your name out on the,
I noticed.
on the banner.
It's fixed now.
Yeah.
All good. How
How
are
are
you?
you?
I was watching, so I didn't miss
Definitely,
anything.
definitely. How are you feeling?
Awesome. I enjoyed this event so much. Yeah, everything was fine. Perfect talks, perfect community. Yesterday, a lot of surprises and a lot of fun, from what I heard from people. But you did a great job. You did a great job. And that, I said it to you yesterday, and I said it to today. Amazing job, amazing fun. And I spoke with a lot of people, even on the way here. It was my typical time zone mistakes, to be honest. But yeah, they really enjoyed. And right now they're heading to the workshops, they're having fun, and etc. So amazing job.
You mentioned workshops. We have some logistics that we have to sort. Such as subscribing to the YouTube channel. If you haven't,
Who is not
done it
subscribing to the channel, by the way?
We've done a reasonable amount, but we're not there yet. So the workshops will be delayed until we hit those subscriptions. No, we do have some logistics to go through, I believe, right? So after this, there is an afternoon of workshops. I'm doing the Storms Parkus workshop where we eat and drink. But there's a Docker workshop, there's a JSON deserialization attacks workshop, there's a UUI workshop with web components, and there's an integrations workshop that's run by Rhiannon, and that's integrating Shopify and Twitter, pulling a few APIs together in umbraCo. They all seem really cool. If you've signed up to those, make sure you go. Where are they? What's happening? Because we have to get out of here, right?
Yes, you do, because we need to clean up. If AV can put on the Google map, because then I will show. But it's actually not that far from here. It's at UCL, which is kind of a university, where we have borrowed some classrooms for the workshops. And I think a lot of you guys already know where Storms is. So it's very, very close to Storms Parkhus.
Yeah. And near the railway bridge as well, as you come over the bridge over the railway.
So actually on the Google map, you can see where we are right now. Then you can also see where Storms Parkhus is. And then you can see where the school is.
Yep. So straight down the road, the gas station's on the left, and we go straight over kind of towards the station, and you're more or less there.
Exactly. It takes like around 10 minutes to walk from here.
Fantastic. And lunch, we have to get out of here. They've cleared down the other room already. So what's the deal with lunch? Storms is a great place to get some food,
yes.
right?
We have an agreement with Storms. So if you show your name tag, you can actually get a discount in the bar. And they have a lot of really nice food places. So yeah, a lot of nice food to eat before you go to the workshop.
Exciting. And those start in like 45 minutes. It's 1 o'clock the first workshop.
Yes.
Ish. Okay, so people will need to get cracking soon. We will start to wrap up then. As we've said time and time again, fantastic work, both of you. I'm surprised you're still smiley and looking alive and whatever. But yeah, really, truly amazing work. It's so good to be back at Codegarden in person. You've done an amazing job. Let's give them a huge round of applause. And yeah, let's keep it going. Keep it going.
Standing ovation.
Okay, and I think there's a couple other people we need to thank too. Is that right?
Yeah, we have we have a slide deck where we will show you a bit what's been happening behind the stage.
Yes.
And a bit of the bits you might have missed or not have seen, and we have to thank some people as well.
Lovely.
So if we can get the slide deck on, then
can we stay sitting here? It's nice.
Sure, why not?
Nice, comfy.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Have a clicker?
I should have a clicker.
Slide deck.
There we go.
No rush. We have plenty of time.
So sorry, this will be the last session of Codegarden 2022. We have to stop somewhere, and we have to stop now. But we want to show you some of the things we did in the last few days, for example. So, well, this is the place where we're sitting now. This was all done in basically 2 days. So yeah, that's a lot of work going on. And it was the same for the barn. And as you can see, the barn didn't even had a wall on the side. So that also had to be added. And not everything went as smoothly as we hoped, because on Monday there was some rain, and while we put up a wall...
Actually, we already started in the weekend, because there was already a lot of water inside venue number 2. So we were down here in the weekend and removed all the water so it looked nice. Then when we started building the venue Monday, it started raining a lot.
We've been very lucky that it's not rained since then.
Yes. So as you can see in the picture, we had a lot of our wonderful colleagues helping us removing all the water. Otherwise, I think we needed to actually write to all of you that you should have brought swimsuits. Or we should have sold some in the swag shop.
That would be a good idea. Yeah, some various other photos backstage. We made the rabbit on the toilet video for those of you who've seen it. Putting up the Codegarden logo with tape, and it's still there. So that's an improvement from before, because we have seen letters
falling off.
Yeah. And we have some real cloud builders top right, and of course AV crew behind stage, and Rune looking very sharp at his 007 impression.
Oh yeah.
Well, and we had a lot of people helping out. We have the building on the on the left, or for you on the right. We have containers there, and all the stuff that's happening at Codegarden is stored there. So we had to take it all from there to here, and now we have to take it all back again. There was some time for fun, some time to sleep on the couch. The caravan was thoroughly cleaned, because it has been sitting in front of the containers for the last 3 years, so it needed a bit of a clean.
We haven't used it since 19, so you should have added the video you took when we actually drove it away to get it washed. It was kind of funny, because there was so much dust on the roof of the camper that when our colleagues drove, we couldn't really see the camper van, because there was just a cloud of dust. Yeah.
But we were surprised about this chart.
This, for those that don't know, this was made in 2019 or 2018. Sorry. It's rock solid. It's really, really heavy, and it's survived a pandemic and everything.
One of the containers, then.
Yeah,
we had to touch it up a bit.
Yeah,
but it's we save stuff. We
very cool.
Safe, yeah. Yeah. So we also made some teaser videos before the event happened. So let's roll the teaser video. For those of you who didn't see it, it's quite nice.
You need to press.
This year, Codegarden is going to be a hybrid event.
That means you can enjoy all the talks, award shows, and much more online.
Or live?
Here in Odense!
It's been a while since our last real-life event. But we are back, stronger than ever. Whether you want to join online or come to Odense, we will be ready, and we promise this year's Codegarden is going to be the biggest and best ever. Save the dates, June 15th to the 17th.
Trina?
Yeah?
Can you help me move these bricks?
Yeah. Yep, as you can see, it did look like that. And I live like 5 minutes away from here. And often in the evening I take a walk. And I have been walking past the venue many times to check how far are they, will they be done in time. But we were ready as planned. Very last minute, but yeah.
And we introduced a new rabbit. We made a new rabbit
like
series.
a dog. Like it looks, the face looks like a dog. We sure it's a rabbit?
Well, it's a rabbit, but it's a bit of a different rabbit.
At least that's what we ordered it to be.
Yeah, so let's run the 3 videos we made for the rabbit.
umbraCoffee is thriving. We've never been bigger or busier. So many people for me to help motivate. Even visitors and people who aren't around the office deserve some cheerful motivating. No problem, the more the merrier. No man left behind. Can't forget about the ones stuck at home. Remember, keep a full tank if you want to keep rolling quickly. If I move just a little bit faster than yesterday, I might be able to... umbraCo is thriving. We've never been bigger or busier. So many people for me to help motivate. Remember, you gotta keep a full tank. There are still so many that need my help, that need motivation.
Hey Rabbit, how are you doing?
I'm just motivating this couch. Everybody deserves to be motivated.
I think you're spreading yourself too thin. You're very busy.
Yeah, you know, it's just so much motivating to do. I don't even have time to eat my carrots at home.
I think it's time we help motivate you.
There are still so many that need my help, that need motivation.
Hey Rabbit, how are you doing? You're very busy.
Yeah, you know, it's just so much motivating to do. I don't even have time to eat my carrots at home.
I think it's time we help motivate you.
Yes.
Hi, is it working? And where do I look? How I'm doing? Oh, I'm so much better. I get to have lunch breaks again, and my feet aren't sore all the time. It's like I'm two places at once now. Oh, all right, again, my turn.
Thank you. Where do I look? When umbraCo is growing this fast, it's important that we take care of each other.
Now that there are two of us, we can also motivate each other. Sometimes even the motivator needs a motivator.
Yeah, I think we need to say thank you to all of our colleagues who joined our crazy ideas with our video production. This was just some of them that we had made for this year. So thank you guys for joining.
And they will all be on YouTube soonish.
They will.
When we have some sleep. So, well, we have been running this show for the last few days. We had a team of Codegarden stewards from our different teams at umbraCo to help us out. So we would like to welcome them on stage.
Yes, Christian, Anna, Sarah, Emma, Eva. And we will...
I don't bite.
I'll go behind.
Yes, please come. Yeah, Arnold, you mentioned that actually we started this team of stewards, so we have an ambassador from each team, actually, from HQ, who has been helping us for many months now. Yeah, giving us information and the other way around. We are many people at HQ now, so it's been really nice to have one from each team to kind of also just letting all of HQ know how far are we in the planning and informing the team of what is Codegarden, what is the plan, and so on. So it's been really nice to have all of you guys helping and giving us info and the other way around, giving our info to the different teams. So I think this was quite a success this year. to have all of you guys involved from the very beginning. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And something what we usually discuss with Callum as well, we know how hard it is to organize an event, right? And we are a tech bunch of people, usually, most of us. And everything logistic-wise, everything behind the scenes, everything what we don't see is amazing. And to be honest, right now, we are here, we were enjoying the all days. And we haven't seen anything what was wrong. And that's amazing, and then I think that's a big round of applause for you guys for making it happen. Speaking about, what is your favorite failure of this event? What didn't go wrong? What didn't go right? Anything what can be improved for the next years, guys?
I mean, working with events, there is always stuff to improve. But like in general, I'm pretty happy and satisfied with everything. But yeah, of course there are minor details and hopefully nothing that I only saw and Arnold only saw, but no one else saw. That's often how it is anyway. So yeah.
There are a few things, but let's get there.
Let's not go there.
All right.
A topic for retrospective, something like that. But that's exactly amazing, right? Because we even talked today and yesterday with some of the people. There were no items on our list. So that means less work for you, but also for us. It makes more fun space for everything and enjoying the other things outside of the agenda, right?
So, Anna-Maria, would you like to tell something about the Partner Summit and your experience with that?
Yes. Hello. So, on Tuesday, the day before Codegarden started, we had the pleasure to host the Partner Summit, where our gold partners and tech premium partners had the opportunity to join sessions and socialize. We ended it with a special dinner where the former Prime Minister of Denmark joined. So that was really nice. Yeah, I've been planning this for months, so I'm really happy to see that it was a success. And I want to thank our partners for joining and making this possible. Yes, that's all from me.
And I wanted just to say thank you, Anna, because you did an amazing job and was a very big help to me. So I gave you full responsibility. So thank you.
You're welcome. I'm really happy that I could help and be part of it. Yes.
So Christian, what happened after the summit?
After the summit?
You need a microphone?
Yeah, sorry. After the summit, well, we had the pre-party. And I would just like to say thanks to especially Anders and Rasmus, part of the pre-party team, which helped out a lot. It just wouldn't have been practically possible without them, and all of the help from HQers. Most importantly, though, every one of you who attended the pre-party, thanks a lot for bringing the party to HQ. I think it was beautiful to see everyone in the new building and really open up the community and the office to everyone. Also, we did make a record of having 350 attendees at the pre-party. So yeah, big round of applause to all.
So we need a bigger office.
Sorry?
We need a bigger office now for the next pre-party.
We need a big office.
Yeah. Yeah, we arrived at the pre-party around 9 after we finished here. And there were a lot of people. It was really nice to see. Yeah.
It was, I mean, and people even stayed when we arrived. We worked from 7 in the morning till 9 in the evening, and then we didn't have time to change or shower, and we arrived at pre-party, but no one was scared out somehow, so it was still fun.
Can I borrow that? Emma? Hello. Hello. Hi. So, have you been enjoying Codegarden and sessions and content and everything?
Yes, okay, so Codegarden this year has been
my favorite so far. And the sessions, so I always worry about the sessions that I miss when I get back, and I think, oh, you know, I need to watch it. This year, I missed a lot of sessions, and there were a lot of sessions that I was in just for a small amount of time, and you know, I wondered what the perils of actually working a Codegarden would be like, and it's that you don't get to do so much of this. So my favorite sessions were the ones that I was stage manager for, because it was my job to be there and be fully present, and nobody could mess with me, and people bought me coffee, which was really nice. Thank you, Sven, for running and bringing me coffee. And the quality of the sessions this year was just stunning. But one of the things that I thought was a real testament to the planning that went into the event is you and Sarah as well and Matthias managed to pull off a hybrid event, like a fully hybrid event where I felt fully present as a person when some speakers were virtual and some attendees were virtual. And the feedback that I've had from the community as well is that they were able to engage with sessions fully as virtual attendees. FOMO can't be solved. Like Owen tried to solve it with Lego. It was a really, really good way of bringing the outside in. But, you know, hybrid is the future, and we learned some stuff last year, and yeah. But if you want to know what my favorite session was, it was the one that I ran this morning. So,
of course.
The umbraCollab session. I'm all about collaboration. It was great to have a first timer on stage and an experienced developer, and then some brand new package developers, and just talk about how wonderful it is to be a contributor. And that's what we're about.
Yeah, thank you, Emma.
Thank you.
Eva, you have also been doing an amazing job handling blog posts and social media, and how has it been for you?
What an incredible Codegarden. Our wonderful communications team and I have been handling all the communications work around Codegarden, and we're also behind umbraCo social media accounts. It's been a lot of fun, and actually for most of us, this was the very first in-person Codegarden that we attended, so we would hear so many incredible stories from our colleagues and community members about how awesome it is and the vibes, and we would try to imagine, but nothing compares to what we actually experienced. It's been incredible. Everyone is so friendly and open, and what a great experience it has been. It exceeded every expectation. So thank you so much, everyone, for making this possible and for being so friendly and so nice.
Thank you, Eva. And Sarah? You actually joined the events team in the beginning of April.
Yep.
To help me and Arnold plan for Codegarden.
Yep.
How has it been for you to plan everything, but actually not really knowing what is Codegarden?
A ring of fire. No, it's been exciting, and this is my first time planning a bigger event. So trying to figure everything out as we go, but you've held me in the hands all the way. So thank you very, very, very much. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have made it through. But I'm on the other side now, and this has been an excellent experience, and I'm so happy to have been a part of it. And I can't wait until next year to know a little more and not always say, I don't know, ask Trine all the time. So next year you can come to me much more. Yeah.
I have to say, actually, Sarah was responsible for all the communication with speakers, and it was absolutely flawless. Like, everything we needed to know, it was sent ahead of time. It was all very clear, very quick to reply to any questions. So, yeah, great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think actually we are missing a very important...
Yeah, well, our experience, we just went on umbraCoffee where they asked us about our experience, so we can skip over this, I guess.
Yeah.
And we also have to thank some other people and some other companies.
We have many people to thank. We have a huge line of suppliers. So first of all, we couldn't be here in this building or the other building if it wasn't for our landlord, Olav de Linde. They are not here, but yeah, a special thank you to them, because we couldn't do this without them. Then, of course, AV Center, and a special thank you to Henrik, because he has been helping us the entire way through, and we've been having a lot of meetings talking about the setup and everything. And you've done an incredible job during this conference. So thank you, guys, behind the black curtains. Then our caterer, Smag og Smil. Incredible food, I think. Especially last night at the dinner, I was impressed that they could serve for 600 people, and the food was still warm. So impressive. And Torben, who is our bar supplier, also a very important task. Right, Martin? We also have a very nice blue coffee truck. So thank you to Kaffe Lars and Rasmus for giving us coffee as well. Instafilm, they have been producing our teaser videos, rabbit videos, platform videos. They have been taking pictures,
video,
filming as well, because we will have an upcoming after movie. So you have something to look forward to as well. Liza, our cleaning lady, she has also been helping us along the way. And UCL, where the workshops will be hosted this afternoon. Special thank you to our different hotels in the city, especially Hotel Orion and the Milling Hotels, for helping us, giving all of you hotel rooms. And Odense City and Municipality. And probably many others that we forgot to add on the list. Yeah.
All right, so give them all a warm applause.
Yes.
We also have to thank umbraCo management for having the trust in us to make this event happen. There were quite some meetings and quite some ideas and going back and forth, but we made it happen, and I think they're. I heard that they're happy. So.
I hope they are happy.
And then, of course, all our colleagues, the ones who are on stage, but all the ones who are at the venue, all the ones who have been just working at the office with support and that as well, and hopefully all of them who will help us after this session to clean this up as quickly as possible so we can go home as early as possible. So. Thanks to our colleagues. Let's give them an applause as well.
Yeah, big high five, you rock. And just thank you to all of you for attending in person, online. Thank you to all our speakers, MVPs, community members. Thank you, everyone. It's been amazing. And I'm already looking forward to next year. So hopefully see you all next year. And
this was Codegarden.
This was Codegarden. Yes. Maybe we should bring up the map, the Google Maps again, so people can see where to go, because it's workshop times and lunch time at Storms, and it's cleanup time for the rest of us.
ett val.